Okay, f of x equals negative 4x squared minus 32x plus 9. Yeah, this one's going to be super fun. So,
2 times 4.
What do we do if we want to graph it? Yeah, we're going to find the derivative, right? Okay, so your first step here, and this is a 4-step method that we added a step to so that we can find the x-intercepts. Okay? I don't like to call it my 5-step method because that gets confusing. So it's my 4-step method plus 1. So first step is the derivative. Okay? F prime of x is equal to 0. That's your key. So to find the derivative means I need to take 2 times the negative 4, which is negative 8. And so we go from having x squared to just x. 1 times negative 32 is negative 32. So we go from having 1x to no x. And then we set it equal to 0. Okay? We set it equal to 0 because that's the slope at which the axis of symmetry is at. 0. The slope is 0 when x, right? When the x variable is there at that point. Okay? Alright, so that's what we're trying to find. So let's find it. So we're going to plus 32, we're going to plus 32, and we get negative 8x equals 32. Now you see why I wanted 32? Why?
It's easy.
It's easy. It's a lot easier math for this. Okay? It's not going to be fun doing the quadratic formula for it. But, oh well. Life goes on. So then, we've got negative 8 divided by negative 8 divided by negative 8. We get x equal to negative 4.
Or negative 4.
Okay? So that is our axis of sim. In other words, our axis of symmetry. Okay? That's the first step, is to find the axis of symmetry. The second step.
That's still part of the first step?
Yep. That is the first step. The second step is to do what? Find the vertex. How do we find the vertex?
Plug it in.
You're plugging it in. You're plugging in the axis. Okay?
And that's the axis.
And that will equal the new y. So what you're going to have for the vertex is the axis and the y. Okay? Alright, so I plug this in. F of negative 4. How do I plug that in? What's my function?
4x.
Negative 4x squared minus 32 x plus 9. Okay? Now I plug in my negative 4.
Negative 4.
And I get
Positive.
16 times negative 4, which is how much?
Negative 64.
Negative 64. And I get negative 4 times 32, which is how much?
Negative.
Positive
128.
You all suck at it.
Okay. And then if I subtract these two, what do I get? 64 plus 9, which is how much?
73.
73. And that's what f of negative 4 equals. So what is my vertex? Negative 4 and 73. Okay? Absolutely.
You
Okay?
can just go by tens.
That's right. So, next, third step. What is the third step? F of 0 is equal to
0.
C. Remember? If
Those symmetrical
ax squared plus bx plus c is a quadratic, right? Then anytime you plug 0 in for x, these go away, and all you're left with is c. Okay? So that's easy.
9.
Plug in 0, f of 0, and what does it equal? 9. So what's my point?
0, 9.
That's my point. Never mind. Okay.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, see? Really? Catch on. Alright, 4.
Somebody else got that?
No, I honestly don't do it.
What am I going to do for 4?
Plug it all in. The check method.
The check method. The check method is what? Remember, we have this function, right? And it either looks like this, right? Or it looks like this, right? Now, however far...
Tell them to stick your mouth.
Guys, focus. However far away this is from right here, this point is going to be twice that distance. Does that make sense? However far away this point is from here, this point is going to be twice that distance. That's where I came up with, well, f of 2 times the axis is going to equal c then. Because if 0 equals c, then 2 times this axis, wherever that axis is also going to equal c. Every single time. It can't not equal c. As long as there is a c to be had. Okay? So you plug it in and you check it out. Does it work? Okay? So you got f of 2 times the axis. What is your axis?
-4.
-4. So we have f of -8. And so we have -4 times x squared, right? Minus 32 times x plus 9.
So -8.
So we're going to plug in -8 and everything, right? -8, -8. Okay? And so now I've got, what is -8 squared?
64.
64. What is 64 times -4? Pretty darn big. Well, 2 of them was 128, so 4 of them would be 2 128s, so 256. And this is all powers of 2, people. We should know these.
Negative, right?
Negative. Good. Because this is positive, this negative makes a positive back to negative. Now what do 2 negatives make? Positive. And 8 times 32?
It's big.
Really big. Well, it's 16 plus...
256.
Yes, 16 plus 240, which is 256.
Right.
Oh, you're welcome.
So that's good. They cancel. Plus 9. So this f of -8 equals 9. So what's my point? -8 and 9. Okay? Alright, so I have 3 points. Can I graph it? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Frowning.
Absolutely.
Okay? So let's graph. We have a couple of points we need to put up here. Okay? First of all, let's do the green. That's -4 and 73. Then we have the purple. It's 0 and 9. 0 and 9. Then we have the black.
I was about to say, if you guys say
-8 and 9.
You know it's recorded, right?
Okay? Now we're gonna plug these in, but we need to change how we're looking at our graph, right?
You can go by 10.
Go by tens. Do we need to do that on the
Not on the
ones?
Maybe just the
Okay,
Y.
so going up and down by tens.
So the Y, yeah.
So let's go with red as our vertex.
Yeah.
Okay, that usually comes up really well. Red. Guys, quiet down, please.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so we're going to go up by tens. So it's going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and a little bit more is 3. And left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the vertex. 0 and 9 would be just right here, a hair under the 10. And -8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9 is right there. And so we have, well, that's our black. So we have this
Sorry,
as
That's proved the wrinkle.
our thing. Now we've got to use, we got to be able to find the quadratic formula. Hey, quiet down, please. We're trying to find the quadratic formula. Okay? So now we got to plug all of that in to your quadratic formula to find your things. We can do that at another time.
Dan?